hay fever, cold, who knows, because she's a little greasy. I'm literally scraping the barrel here, blah blah blah. I love a shiny nose. I've woken up and it's like such a autumny morning this morning. I've not done a get ready with me video in literally months and months and months and months, maybe even a year. So I just thought, let's do a get ready with me video, but autumn themed, because I love autumn. So I've literally just like cleansed and moisturized. I think I need to pluck my brows a little bit. You know when you've just got like a few little random hairs that you think they need to go, like just hairs that's sticking out. Okay, we're good. There was only a few, so it's not too bad. My lips are like super dry, which is very typical of autumn. This is the Eucerin Acute lip balm, and I use it pretty often, and it's lasted me like ages. But it's probably the best lip balm for dry lips I've ever found. Right, so the first step is my brows. I always fill in my brows first. So I'm just gonna wipe off excess moisturizer, otherwise my brow pen doesn't work because it's like a pen. I use the Brow Archery pen from Soap and Glory, and it's literally like such a fine tip, and it is like a felt tip pen, so like if I've got excess moisturizer on my brows, it doesn't stick. My brows are so uneven and it always takes so long on my brows trying to make them look even, but it never works anyway, because this brow bone, like when I literally sit like this brow bone is higher, so this eyebrow is always so much higher than this eyebrow, but let's just ignore that. This is the step that definitely takes me the longest. I want to go for like kind of natural brows today, but I always say that, but they always end up going like so dark, but let's just go for it. I have to literally get so close to my mirror for this, and I have the mirror on like the 5 times magnify bit as well. I'm probably gonna skip this bit or speed through because it's just me filling in my eyebrows and it takes me way too long. Right, so I filled in my brows a little bit. I'm now gonna carve them out, and to carve them out I just use my concealer, which is the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate Serum Concealer. This is probably like my favourite concealer. It's like really nice to blend, and it's just like a good colour for me. I've got this in the shade Light. Put a bit on the back of my hand and use like a flat brush just to carve them out. Right, they're now carved out. So now what I'll do is I literally just take that same concealer and I just coat my whole eyelid with it, and then blend it in with my blender, and then I set it with powder, and then I'll go over the top with my eyeshadow. I know you're not really supposed to set your concealer before you do eyeshadow, but I don't know, it's just the way I like it at the minute. Like if I'm doing a more pigmented, like bright look, then I won't, but just like an everyday thing, I'm not really that bothered, because the shadows I use are still really pigmented anyway. And once I've done that, I'm just going to take my L'Oreal True Match powder, which I barely have any left of, and I just use that and like this fluffy brush to just set the concealer on my eyes. I'm just going to set that now. My eyes are quite creasy, so that's why I set like everything around my eyes, otherwise it just looks like my makeup just looks so creased. And then I just take my fluffier powder brush and I'll just sweep away like the excess. With that, I'm just going to repeat that step on that eye. So now that they're both concealed and set, I will do my eyeshadow. I bought some clips from Home Bargains and I forgot to use them. Doesn't make any difference, but I just like it. I've been using like this No. 7. This palette was a free gift. It's the Bronze Heat palette, and I use this orange in it because I really like it. I might put some brown in there today though, like to kind of deepen it up. I might do the brown first actually. And I've probably picked the most really colourful palette to just use the brown out of it today. The Sour Patch Kids palette. I did a video like testing the whole collection from Morphe X Sour Patch Kids previously on my channel. I'll put it in the cards. And literally look at that, but I used the brown, and the brown is the most pigmented brown. It's such a nice brown, so that's why I'm going to use it today. So I'm literally just going to dip into that brown and just start with that on my outer corner, just like building that in my outer corner and then kind of bringing it inwards and blending it a bit. Yeah, all I'm literally doing is popping that in my outer corner, and I've blended it up through my crease to like halfway. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, but as you can see already, that adds like a lot of depth and dimension to my eye makeup, and I think I'm gonna use an orange in there as well because like proper autumny colours. I'm just gonna do that same exact thing on this eye. I now have one of two options. I don't know if I want to use the orange in like the inner half, or if I just do like white. This shade here is called White Pineapple, and I really like the name of that shade. Honestly, using the most colourful palette I own to use these two most neutral colours. I think I'm not going to do orange. Do like brown and golds instead, because I do orange literally every day of my life. So I want to do something a little bit different. I think I am going to take this White Pineapple shade, and because I've only kind of bought the brown halfway, I'm going to bring the White Pineapple, the other half, from the inner corner. hay fever, cold, who knows. I kind of just want like a more neutral look, but I'm gonna add gold in there so that it's not like just boring and it's more autumny. Like gold's autumn, isn't it? Right, so I'm gonna take this shade here, dip my flat brush in, and I'm literally gonna run it on my inner corner or the inner half of my eye, just like this sort of thing, so that it kind of accentuates the inner corner, so like you can see the difference there. And I'm just gonna like blend that into the brown. It's kind of like creating the cut crease but without concealer, like just using a light shadow instead. But yeah, that's the sort of thing I'm doing. And then I'll just take just the excess shadow on that first brush and just blend the brown and the white in together so that it looks like this. And I'll obviously repeat the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so I've done that on both eyes now. What I'm going to do now is take my Peaches and Cream pigment called Gatsby, and I'm gonna mix it with some of my Magic Set from Graftobian, and this kind of just turns it into a like a liquidy eyeliner thing rather than a pigment. And then I'm gonna take my teeny weeny eyeliner brush and just kind of define that cut creasy bit with the gold. I think this is really nice. This just looks really nice when I do it. There's black eyeliner all over this stuff. Bleed black eyeliner is going everywhere. Look at that. I'm gonna take that on my teeny weeny eyeliner brush, and like I said, I'm just going to define that cut creasy bit.
A few moments later.
So it looks like this. It's really subtle and faint. You just kind of get like a glimmer of like gold when I blink, which I really like. So that's done, and that's what it looks like. I'm now going to take my Revolution Slick Flick. This is the Relove by Revolution. I think it's like £3. It's the best eyeliner ever. It's lasted me ages. I'm gonna do like a really thin black line across my lash line, just to make my lash line look a bit thicker, and then I can move on to my base makeup. Okay, you can just see that that kind of makes my lashes look a tiny bit like thicker. But I've not done my mascara yet, because I'll do that like when I finish my base, because I need to like finish my eyeshadow under my eyes. But I'm going to take my Illamasqua primer. This is like a really hydrating primer, and it's a jelly as well. Like, look at that. It's really like jelly-like, obviously. It comes with a little spatula. I'm just going to whack that on my forehead and rub that in. It is like super hydrating, so that's good, because autumn makes your skin dry. That's like really refreshing to put on your face. I do like 2 kind of layers of stuff on my skin for my base. I like to do like a thin layer of tinted moisturizer, like to give my skin more of like a glowy, flawless look. So I use the No. 7 Hydroluminous tinted moisturizer, and I'll just put a little bit on, like just all over my face. And then I take just like this face brush from No. 7 and just start like blending it in. I'm not really bothered like how this looks, because it's just like more of a base thing, and it gives me that extra hydration because it is like a moisturizer. Like, it makes your skin look a little bit more flawless for the base, especially because I'm having like breakout central at the minute. It just helps with that. And I'll literally just buff that in like really quick, just to give me that extra coverage and flawlessness. And I like the way it works. And now I will take my No. 7 Hydroluminous Moisturizing Foundation. This is like a very different colour to the tinted moisturizer, but this is like quite a good coverage foundation as well, and it gives my skin like a really flawless look. This is literally my favourite foundation at the minute. I actually work on the No. 7 counter. That's why I have like a lot of No. 7 products, but all my opinions are all my own. And like, whenever I put this foundation on someone, I just like the way it looks on everyone, and like so many people like this one as well. So you can see like the glow and the flawlessness that that gives me. I'm going to take this Revolution concealer in the shade C1. I'm literally scraping the barrel here. There's not much left in it. Every time I'm using it, I'm like trying to get extra out, but I'm going to whack that under my eyes and blend that under there, and then I'll set that straight away so I don't get creasy eyes. I now use this No. 7 translucent loose powder, and I literally whack it all over my face. I always mattify my forehead last so that I can blend the foundation back out, because when I do my eyelashes I frown loads, and then if like my foundation's already set, like I get frown lines. So I'll just like wipe off the excess powder. And now my face is set, I can finish off my eyes. I'm gonna use that same brown from the palette and bring that under my eyes, just like along my lash line here, and then I can just blend it out with this one. I'm now curling my lashes, ready for the mascara. I use the Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm gonna add like a good few layers of this on to like really define my eyelashes, because I'm not gonna add like falsies on today. I just want to have like good mascaraed up eyelashes. The mascara really just like tops off the look. I'm going to take my bronzer now. This bronzer is literally like a number 7 one, but it's fell out the packaging, so it's just like this now. I think it's Golden Sands, but I don't know if I don't think they do that bronzer colour anymore. They changed their bronzers. I'm going to dip my brush in there and then whack this bronzer. I love bronzer. I always go overboard with the bronzer because I just love looking bronzed. I can never help myself. I always put way too much on. I like to bring the bronzer like down my nose as well. I'm just going to bring that around my forehead as well. I just like to make my bronzer a little bit sharper by using the excess powder on my powder brush and just running it like under the bronzer line. And now I'll do my blusher. I'm stuck between 2 blushers because I have 2 blushers that I absolutely love to bits. I've got this lightweight matte blush in the shade Tangerine from She Glam. Love this one, it's so nice. But then I've got the Milani one, which is in the shade Dulce Pink or Dulce Pink, I don't know how you say that. And this has got like a bit of, it's a baked blush, so it's got shimmer to it. And if I am going for the glowy look today, should I just use this one? And I'll literally just whack this on this area here. It's my favourite steps of my makeup, my bronzer and my blusher. Who is that? It was the postman. But yeah, my blusher and bronzer is done now, so I'm going to do my highlighter. I need to find my little highlighter brush. Here it is. And I use this highlighter from Revolution, which I've probably had for years. A good like 2 years. It's just such a nice gold shade, and this is my favourite highlighter literally in the whole world. I've not found a highlighter that I like more than this. I love a shiny nose. And then I just go in my inner corners with that brush as well. On my upper lip as well. Lipstick and then makeup is done. For my lipstick, I am going to use my number 7 matte crayon in the shade Desert Rose. Desert Rose is my perfect like pinky matte. And there we go. I need to do my hair, but I've not decided what I want to do with it yet. I need to dry shampoo the fudge out of my hair right now because she's a little greasy. I need to get my bangs cut. They're so bloody long now. I need to work out what I actually want, what I want to do with my hair today. I might just claw clip it and just leave my bangs out. Okay. I've kind of like claw clipped it in some weird way. But yeah, this is me complete. But yeah, this is my makeup. Hope you like it. Super cute and like autumny colours. Well, without the orange, but golden, brown and neutral autumny sort of vibe. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.